Okay, oh, guess what? We're live. I don't know if this is going to be working on YouTube. Excuse me, from what I saw yesterday, it streams it there later. So the only way you guys are going to actually see me is if you follow the link and come here and watch. I could have done it to Facebook, but I didn't do that today. So this is just here, and hopefully you guys will see, and if not, you'll see it after. So what I thought today, I had a few ideas actually. I still might make something. But yesterday I was asked a little bit about surfactants and stuff. So I thought I would talk a little bit about the surfactants that I use, that I am, mostly using. You guys have probably heard of this one. This is Cocamide. Well, that's the long name. We call it Cocamide. It's used in homemade foaming bath whip, bubble bars. Oh, like so many things, okay? I use this a lot. It's also in my reusable bubble bars, wands, whatever. So, there's this one. There is, oh, where did I put it? The yes. The I can't even speak today. The glucoside. I'll just call it glucoside, okay? I really like this stuff. I've heard from many places that it can raise the pH, but there's a way you can add a bit of citric acid, and there's other methods you can do to lower the pH. I haven't had a problem with pH with this yet. Okay, the controversial one. Yes, I do use it in a couple things. I absolutely love the properties of it. This is the Cocamide DEA, okay? And there is another thing it's just the DEA. That's what the problem is with the DEA. But the way that this is made, it's got all the badness, I guess, filtered out and whatever, so it's not really a bad product. I know if you have kids, you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do this. So what I was thinking, like I said, when I use this, I only usually use about a tablespoon, maximum, usually a teaspoon. The bubbling that you get, like this is a secondary surfactant, so you would use your SLSA first or your CSI first. Those are another two surfactants. There's also, you guys know SLS, there's SLES, SLES. There's other ones. So I don't use this as much. For myself, yeah, I use it, I don't care. But for kids, so this isn't going to be used today. For kids, I'll be using the glucoside and the Cocamide, okay? But what I wanted to talk to you first about, believe it or not, I was telling you guys yesterday about the, it was the dry oil spray, okay? So I'm just going to kind of quickly break it down shortly, break it down so you guys can understand what I'm saying, if you can even understand what I'm saying. Anyways, this is the little bottles I use. These are, I believe it's a 1 ounce. It has a little spray thing for the top, which I didn't bring because I just wanted to show you the bottle. But to make the oil spray, a dry oil spray, okay? What I did, anyways, was, okay, there's a recipe, but I always do my own thing on the recipe. So, obviously, I can't do 1 ounce of the main ingredient, by the way. Instead of, you can use poly 20 with your water or your absolute vodka or whatever, but you would probably need a preservative, and you would use glycerin as well. This method, you don't need all the poly and whatever else. This is the main ingredient, okay? And it's Dimethicone, if you can see that right there. This is the main ingredient. So basically, for a dry oil spray, depending on the oils and stuff you want to use, but what I used argan oil, I used jojoba oil, and fractionated coconut, okay? So I have a little container that's about this big, and it would fill it would fill 2 bottles. So what I did was I measured, like a little bloop, a little bloop, a little bloop, a little bloop of the oils. I added in, for the benefits, because I used it for my son for a beard oil. So I added in rosemary. What else did I put in there? I'm trying to think. Oh, a bit of vetiver for some nice touch of fragrance. And I believe I used basil or something like that. But you can use tea tree, whatever, depending on the issues. But he had a dry, beardy, patchy thing under his skin. So what I did was I mixed all the oils and the stuff in that jar. I had 2 of these. I divided it up, poured half into this bottle, half into this bottle, topped it off with the Dimethicone, okay? 1 shake, you're done. He sprays it on his beard. It takes care of the dryness. I told you this yesterday. I don't want to be repeating myself too much. But other than that, then you use it on your body. But what I want to tell you was that's not the only thing that you can do with this, okay? There is a recipe for your hair. I told you can use what I just did for your hair as well, but you would do that damp and then blow dry your hair. The other one, it's called a shine spray or a leave-in conditioner or detangler, okay? And I will give you the ingredients first, and like I said, then I'll tell you what you can change. So it would be 0.25 ounces of argan oil, 0.5 ounces of fractionated coconut oil, 0.25 ounces of aloe vera gel, 0.3 ounces of your natural clear jojoba oil or just normal whatever. Then you would have 0.2 ounces of your cyclomethicone. This next ingredient is optional, okay? It's 0.05 ounces of dimethicone. Then there's 1 milligram of agave syrup, and 6 drops of propylene glycol. That's optional, okay? The dimethicone is also optional because what that can do is your hair can be too conditioned, and then you would have fragrance. If you're going to add a fragrance, it would be 0.1 ounce, okay? So you just weigh out all your oils and your cyclomethicone, whatever, add in your fragrances, give her a shake, it's done. But what I found was with the dimethicone, and I didn't use the agave syrup, okay? I didn't have it. So I'm sure you could muck around and change some things in here, but it's basically a leave-in conditioner or a detangler, okay? So it works that way. You can feel free to mess with that any way you like, for whatever works for you. The other good thing right now that I was telling you about for Bug Begone spray, you can actually buy the fragrance oil or essential oil blend of, it's called Bug Begone. There's other ones called Bug Off. There's different ones. Anyways, you would basically put this in your bottle, leave enough space to add your fragrances for the bug repellent, give her a shake, put on a spray bottle, you're good to go. Same with the body perfume. That stuff, add in your fragrance, whatever amount you like for your scents. Same with the room spray. Test the room spray, or room spray, you're okay. Fabric freshener, same deal. Test that though, because some fragrances can stain. So it's the same idea for a fragrance thing, okay? The dry oil one is the one I like, I think, so far the most, because like I said, in the summer, nobody wants to gob on goopy oils and butters and stuff because it's like putting a layer of stuff and you're sweating through this oil stuff. So that's perfect for that. What I was going to tell you about the ratio for a bug spray, it would be 1 to 5, okay? So it would be like 1 of your fragrance and 5 of the cyclomethicone. So if you were doing grams, it would be 1 gram to 5 grams. You don't have to use the Bug Begone pre-made fragrance. There is tons of fragrances or essential oils that you use on your own that are great for bug repellent. Catnip is a good one to infuse and do that. Citronella, basil. I mean, there's so many. You just have to get that chart and have a look and, make it up to make it your own. So what I was thinking, and I mean, I've only been on here for 9 minutes, so I don't know. I was thinking of making a bubble bar. I think we're going to cut this one short. I will come back and do a part 2 type thing, and we will do the bubble bar. All right, guys? So stay tuned. I'll let people know. No one's watching this right now anyways. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I have 2 watchers. Do you guys want to see me make a bubble bar? Can you type something? I don't even see where there's a chat on here. Do you guys... Like I said, this is new. I was hoping I could get it to go through YouTube, but I just can't.